stole my heart, you intercepted it. Now you're gone, have to accept it. Did I meet your mom too soon? Or did I do what I always do? Yeah, we made it to the 50, and then you kissed me. We made it to the 40, a new love story. We made it to the 30, and you did me dirty right then. You put the end in tight end, and as I touched down, just like you in a game, I'm in another town, and nothing feels the same. Wish I could go back when we met that day. Oh, whoa, and throw a flag on the play.
You're watching Indie Comic Outliers with Alasmat the Shadow Band. Bailaremos bajo la luna en la noche sin fin.
There's a drawer somewhere full of that shit.
You know, it's like this. It's like my, you know, and he's right. Absolutely right. But this is how I rate a book. And I did it to Alasmat. I got through like 12 pages of a book and I put it down. I haven't read it. I still haven't finished it. I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good book, man. He's like, what? And I'm like, I don't need to read anymore. It was good. It was good. I got through like 2 pages of Shane's Inglorious Rex, and I was like, this is shit. Can't do it.
That's high praise, folks. That's high praise.
That's if I can't even, you know, because don't expect. I'm probably not going to finish your book, especially if there's a lot of words in it. I'm not going to finish
Words
it.
are hard. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, they're hard, man.
German sips with a grin so wide. Pogs on the table can't hide his pride. Creator in the corner starts to glare. Madness sparks and hate fills the air. Stack 'em high, a tower of luck. Germans winning, it feels like pluck. Alasmat's fury, a brewing storm. Visions of pogs in every form. Pogs are spinning, tables turning. Alasmat's eyes with fierce fire burning. Germans' laughter echoes loud in a world that's pog-bound proud. Alasmat sees and he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. And he's mad insane. Eyes on fire, can't take the strain. Pogs and pieces drive him to pain. His patience snapping like an old chain. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Alasmat fumes can't take no more. Pogs and slammers hit the floor. It's not about the game you see. It's about what fun could be. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann. Das nie gewinnen, enden Mann.
chump like a candle. Dance, a speaker that booms. I'm killing your brain like a poisonous mushroom. Deadly, when I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it or leave it, you better gain weight. You better hit bullseye, the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Now that the party is jumping, with the bass kicked in and the Vegas all pumping. Quick to the point, no faking. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. Burning them, being quick and nimble. I go crazy when I hear a cymbal and hi-hat with a souped up tempo. I'm on a roll, it's time to go solo. Rolling, in my 5.0 with my rag top down so my hair can blow. The girl is on standby, waiting just to say hi. Did you stop? No, I just rolled by, kept on. Pursuing to the next stop, I bust a left and I'm heading to the next block. The block is dead, yo, so I continue to A1A. Beats turn up, girls with hot women, less than bikinis. Rock men lovers, driving Lamborghinis. Jealous, cause I'm out getting mine. Shade with the gauge and vanilla with the 9. Ready for the chumps on the wall. The chumps acting ill because they're full of 8-ball. Gunshots ranged out like a bell. I grabbed my 9, all I heard was shells falling on the concrete real fast. Jumped in my car, slammed on the gas. Bumper to bumper, the avenue's packed. I'm trying to get away before the jack is jacked. Police on the scene, you know what I mean? They pass me up, we run it all the dope means. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Take heed, cause I'm a lyrical poet. Miami's on the scene, just in case you didn't know it. My town, that created all the bass sound. Enough to shake and kick holes in the ground, cause my style's like a chemical spill. Feast my rhymes with vision and feel. Conducted and formed, this is a hell of a concept. We make it hype, and you want us to print this. Shade plays on the fade, slice like a ninja, cut like a razor blade so fast. Other DJs say, damn, my rhyme was a drug, I sell it by the gram. Keep my composure when it's time to get loose. Magnetized by the mic while I kick my juice. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while DJ revolves it. Alright, stop.
Chat. I'm just not allowed to be happy in this chat. You people get scared. No, you get angry. That's what it is. You get angry because I have influence here in this community. Lots of influence. I don't care my camera ain't working the second. It'll work because I have that type of influence. I think. I do. I don't know. It can work. It absolutely can and will work. You'll see it. This African American cam will not stand. I promise you on a lot, it won't stand. So, okay, well, I guess the UBS thing is not working with me at the second. So it'll work though. It did last time. It did with the last stream. So just we'll have to gotta deal with my silly cartoon pictures for the second. But bringing y'all in the chat, you guys are just jerks. Every single one of you is in the chat. I brought happiness. I brought joy to people. I brought inspiration. I brought influence. And all I see is just lots and lots of negativity and division. First of all, people in the chat claiming that I got a pink shirt on. No, it's African American. I have an African American shirt, number one. Number two, you're insulting my taste in music. I have good taste in music. Lots of good taste in music. People like my music. I don't care what you people in the chat say. People like my music. They like what I do. So I don't know why you guys are just all hating. You're all drinking a bunch of haterade. Every single person in the chat is just haterating today, and I'm better than that. Like I'm not gonna let you try to intimidate me into something I'm not. I have lots of influence. Yesterday, today, and forever. I promise you the camera will work. I maybe it's time when I stop being a poor to actually invest in a new camera. But then again, I'm scared of getting a new camera because people have insulting my technology, calling it potato cam. For that reason alone, I want to keep it. For that reason alone, I'm gonna keep it. Hold on, let me put my other camera on until this one it works. Is it working? Let me see. Let me see. Okay. Yep, I think it's working. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. Okay. Wait, where is it? Oh, here it is. There I am. Okay. Are you happy now? No, I guess you're not. But I don't care if you're not happy. I'm happy. That's what counts. So, let me read the chat very fast. Kismet says, the last one was in a street gang in Queens. They were called the Lemon Slushies. Oh, that is so. You know, Kissy, I'm so glad you said that because now I know the fire. You're coming already. You totally telegraphed your arsenal tonight. So I'm on to you, and I'm prepared for you. And of course, Manticore being as usual, and I'm not going to call you the P word. I'm going to call you Buntycore. So today, Manticore, you're just a Buntycore. So guys, he's Buntycore today. You guys don't get the reference. I'm referring about Bunty King. You guys remember Bunty King back in the day? There's that one video that what's his face? Medicare did. He tapped one of Bunty King's videos about how he got cucked by his ex girlfriend. So today he's Buntycore. Well, I'm gonna like it, and you'll learn to like it, Buntycore. Let's see. Did I say hi to Shane O'Sullivan? I see him in the chat. How's it going, Shane? We have Tomothy Olsen of the Band Zone. Tomothy is there. Who else did I see? So William F. Good seeing you in the chat, William F. As always, your pleasure in the community talk. Scarlet Fever, who was making her, I think, her second appearance in one of my streams. So I think I'm expanding. This is proof that I'm expanding my reach. If I see Scarlet Fever in my chat, that means my reach is expanding. It's expanding. And that scares a lot of you in the chat. Not Master Panda, because he's my top lieutenant. That's why I made him a branch. Because Master Panda, he and I were bros because we met in real life. He's my top lieutenant. So he ain't afraid. But Monomachus is afraid. He says, "Give your wife her glasses back. Get your own." These are masculine glasses, sir. You fear them because your aura that emotes from my pores makes you a small man. But I promise you, though, big time, Monomachus. These are the kind of glasses that don't make a man fearful of hitting me. They bring out the masculinity, and I win every time. Every time, Monomachus. Okay, Monomachus. Let me do the Ethan thing, the Ethan Gay thing. Monomachus. There. It's not just as gay as Ethan. My beautiful lady shadow band in the chat says hola. She's here with us. What did I not say? Oh, Michael Bancroft. In the chat. Hello, Bancroft. Good seeing you here, as usual. And yes, we are back to doing regular comic artist spotlights again on Indie Comic Outliers after a few weeks. We're back doing it again, and back to doing the newspaper artists. Let me see. I think I've said hi to everybody. By the way, I want to give a shout out to our very own Tatu Sama. Tatu Sama's watching. He surprised me. I woke up yesterday. He surprised me with a $30 super chat in the comments section of my Liam Gray video. I was like, "Holy crap!" And I forgot you could do that. You can actually super chat somebody in the comments section of a video. So, and all it was just he just donated it. And I think he put a duck emoji there or a heart. I don't know, but I just wanted to shout him out because that was pretty awesome. So shout out to you, Tatusama. It's good seeing you around. He hasn't been here in a minute, but I'm sure real life is taking care of him. So it's great to acknowledge one of the greats in our community, Tatusama. So shout out to you, my good friend. Oh, I didn't say hi to Linkovich. How you doing, Linkovich? He says he's looking forward to the whole 5 minutes of the actual subject being just. It's more than 5 minutes, Linkovich. More than 5 minutes. But if people in chat contributed, it can be more than 5 minutes. I can promise you that. What was I? Oh yeah, Kirk Fascist. Fascist Kirk in the chat. He says, "Didn't Mr. Peanut have a more than hard monocle?" Yeah. Well, did he have a monocle, or was that He did. Yeah, he did. He had a monocle. Yes. Now you're just being mean. Yes. You know what? I gotta stop reading these chats because not worth my time. You're gonna be positive and add and contribute to the love that we have as a family. Then I'm not gonna read your chat. I'm just not gonna do it. This will make it a very quiet stream. Anyway, I think I've got everybody in the chat, right? Yes. So if I see somebody new, um, make yourself known, right? But no, we're doing more than just 5 minutes of Brent Parker, who is the what do you call it? What's that word? He is contemporaries with Johnny Hart, who we talked about last stream, and Johnny Hart was the artist for BC, the comic strip about the prehistoric times. And together, him and Brent Parker, they created the Wizard of Id. Johnny Hart wrote it, and Brent Parker drew it. Actually, Brent Parker. Actually, I should let me get the actual image started. Let's start the stream here. There we go. So this is Wizard of Id. This is a staple in the newspapers, especially like me. Like get up and especially on Sunday mornings, you wake up and you get that big section of the Sunday strips, and Wizard of Id was always a staple in that. So it was always good to see that, along with some of the others like BC and Kathy. Oh wait, Manticore is. I'm sorry, Bunticore is the God pay me. No, Bunticore. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So you don't get to agape me. I agape you. You can share the agape with your people in the chat, but you don't get to give me agape. I give the agapes here, okay? So you're violating terms of service. There's no agapeing here except by me and Mazepana because he's my top lieutenant. But everybody else, you only get to receive it. You can share it amongst yourselves, but you can't give it back to me. Only I give you agapes here. So please follow the terms of service because I'm not gonna allow breaking rules tonight. Bunty Core, not tonight. I'm feeling very good. Feeling very good. Um, yeah, and by the way, to piss you off in the chat, yes, I got paid for my Pokemon journey. I got paid, and they loved it, and they're very happy with it. Especially with my alteration. Doesn't matter if you don't like it. They loved it, and that's all that matters. So deal with that. KSS says he likes Wizard of Id. See, we have people in the chat contributing. Now he's talking about Wizard of Id. Wizard of Id is something that KSS likes, and KSS likes Wizard of Id. So we can expound on that because it's part of the topic of tonight's show topic, which is Brent Parker and Wizard of Id. KSS says in the chat he likes Wizard of Id. But guess what? We have a fan of Wizard of Id in the chat, so this is great. We're moving forward. We're growing. We're expanding. We're adding positivity here, and that's always good to know. By the way, Blasey one, I saw what you wrote in the chat earlier, and that was mean of you. How dare you hate Enya? Enya's good music. I love Enya. I don't care if anybody in chat doesn't like Enya. I love it, and that's all that matters. That makes me happy. I go to sleep very happy, and I like being happy. So, oh wait, there's Iron Prime Investigation. That's Prime's channel. He's like, why are we here? I don't know. That's a good question. Can somebody help Prime and help him with the answer to that question why he's here? Because that will be helpful for me. Because one less thing I got to worry about. That's too much on my plate right now, and I can't do that. Like I had to babysit Prime in real life. I can't do it in the chat. It's just can't do it. I need a vacation. I just wish people understand it, but they don't understand it. So you guys want to be bastards? I don't care anymore. So here's Wizard of Id. This is again one of the staples. This takes place during the medieval times. Let me say it slower. This takes place during medieval times, so it's a parody of the medieval times. By the way, me and Lady Shadowman, we were talking about medieval times because we brought up the whole they don't eat with utensils, and this is because she saw me eating fries with my fork, and yeah, she gave me an earful. Yeah, I'm one of those. Like, it's a
No, that's not even the worst.
uh,
The worst was when I made you a sandwich, a chicken sandwich. And I brought it to you. And I was very busy that day. And you're like, where's the fork? I'm like, it's a sandwich. You eat it with your hands. And he got up. Like, I went through all this, made the food, brought it to him, everything. He went up, and, like, he got up and went and got himself a fork for his chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich. Like, just it's a sandwich. You eat it with your hands. That's the whole purpose of a sandwich. You eat it with your hands. Anyways, yes. I go through all that, and he gets up and gets himself a fork, and I'm just like, I did all that so you wouldn't have to get it, but okay.
I feel like I just got attacked.
You did.
That was not. That was KSS. What? Don't type pornography in the chat, KSS. Because Prime asks a dumb question doesn't mean you get the answer with an even dumber question. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why are you laughing, Bunty Core? That wasn't funny. Just because I eat my sandwiches with a fork doesn't mean you get to laugh at me. I'm a normal. You stop that, Bunty Core.
Wasn't even a messy sandwich.
See, look, Master Panda gets me. He says Gordon Ramsay eats pizza with a fork, and a lot of people feel a certain way about that. Yeah, but who's going to be the one to go to Gordon Ramsay and say, you eating with a fork is funny, and I laugh at you? You want to be a part of that idiot sandwich? Go right ahead, because nobody tells Gordon Ramsay what to do. I am this generation's Gordon Ramsay. I am this space's Gordon Ramsay. So if I eat my sandwich with a fork, people better respect me. I will eat my sandwiches with a fork. Even if that makes you mad. I don't care. No, Bunty Core, that wasn't an attack. That was her just proving my story was correct. See, I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. I was proving my story correct. I win. I win, Bunty Core. I absolutely win. Shane O'Sullivan says sandwiches with a fork. What in the places? Piazzas? I don't know. Words are hard. Anyway, so let's go over this little strip here. I said we were gonna just read the strips together because why not? Why the Filippo not, right? Oh wait, that's not the one. Look up. Okay. Let me get the image. Here we go. Okay. Let me just shrink it a bit. And then that way I can read y'all stupid chats because you guys are just bastards. Every single one of you are bastards. I should put this in the template here. There you go. See? See? There you go. Okay. So I'm gonna do the thing. Actually, I should probably bring the chat even closer. Just like, there we go. Okay. So here's Wizard of Id by, as you can see, Brant Parker and Johnny Hart. Awesome thing or something or other. I don't know. I'm just reading. Okay. So you got a conversation going on. I think I'll inspect the stables. Oh, very good, sire. Where are they? If only I was a knight. I can just see myself battling the Huns. Thrust, parry, thrust, or slaying a dragon. Take that, you foul-mouthed beast! Or rescuing the fair maiden from Black Bart. That's where it. Release her, you cad! If only I was a stable boy. Pitching. Oh wait, I gotta do this also. I gotta close it. Because if I didn't get that, here we go. Okay. If only I was a stable boy. Pitching the hay higher and higher. So this is a referendum on the grass is green on the other side. Because you have this guy who was imagining or fantasizing about being this champion dragon slayer. And then what happens? Well, he fantasizes it, gets in trouble, messes up his job, and he's probably gonna be killed for the rest of his life. But now he wishes he was just doing regular, normal work stuff. Grass is greener on the other side. But the humor, as you know, the humor comes also with the visuals. Very simplistic visuals. This reminds me of the old Pink Panther cartoons from Walter Freeling. You guys remember those Pink Panther cartoons? Got that same vibe. I like that vibe. That's where I got my thumbnail from. Just keep it on this image for a second. We'll look at more of his art in a second. Mazepena says to KSS, that probably tastes better than Deer Park water. What tastes better than Deer Park? What is KSS typing in the chat? Hold on. I started drinking water from flower vases too. People remember you when you do that. Is this your way of saying you're one step closer to eating crayons, KSS? Let me know, so I can judge you and laugh at you. I just want to feel good about myself. Who doesn't love newsprint? There's a charm to newsprint and that old coloring. That's why, KSS, I have the first two issues of Pumpkin War Patch currently being printed by Z Comics on newsprint. So that's gonna be great once I get those and I start delivering those. Quality, baby, lots and lots of quality. That's how I roll here, and I like the quality. Meme Lord Woodrow says, "Hail the chat. Proofs just came in. The layout guy at Ready Comics complimented the book. Let's go. He's feeling the fire. That's great. I like when creators feel the fire, and they got nothing to do but just to celebrate. Um, open up a good cold can of beer and sip one on me, Meme Lord Woodrow. You've earned it. There's nothing greater than completing a book and having it in your hands. I've done quite a few books in this space, and no matter how many times I make a book, the feeling still is good. It still feels fresh. But I've created a book. Mazepana says Brett Parker's lettering is top tier, in my opinion. Yeah, it has character to it. It has absolute character, and I think people just take advantage or take for granted the lettering, how lettering can be presented in a comic, and how it can be it can lend to a visual aesthetic. Like you're not just typing something. You want to make the lettering itself a character, make it readable, of course. I can't stand writers or letterers that get so cute with the font that you can't read what's being said. Like the most important thing about lettering is that you can read it. Then do something with the presentation. But make sure when all is said and done, you can actually read what it's being said. Linkovich says, I find a lot of us lack of concern for Carol disturbing. Well, look, let me ask you this, Linkovich. What does that have to do with the lettering in The Wizard of Id and how it's nice and readable and has character onto itself? I want a thorough thesis from you, Linkovich, on what I just presented. Explain how your concern for Carol has anything to do with the lettering in Brent Parker's Wizard of Id. I want an answer on that one, a good essay, and I'll grade it after I get it. So, but anyway, let's go to the next comic strip here. Okay, here's a standard and I'll go ahead and enlarge it here. There. Okay, there we go. Okay. I love OBS. Okay, so here we go. Here we have a knight goes to the king. Says, "I'm going to the opera tonight. Mention my name and you'll get a good seat. Thank you, sire." The king said to say hello. That's the knight going to the ticket guy. Oh wait, there we go. The king said to say hello, and then he got put in a baby's chair. I don't know if you guys can see this, but he got put in a baby's chair, and it's forced to hear the fat lady sing. So nice, simple humor. I like it. Nice, simple humor. It's good to open up a newspaper and after like 10, 20 pages of bad news and murder and all that stuff, you get a nice little funny comic strip. That's how it's supposed to be. So yeah. Uh, I did get you the Linkovich. I got you there. Exactly. Just write me a thesis. I want to read y'all's theses. Mazapan is I'm not sure how old this comic was or whether or not the Ames lettering guide was available at this point, but I wonder how difficult it was to do stylized text that lines up correctly by hand. I think it was an art form, man. Well, when I went to school at art and design back in the 90s, they did have a class on calligraphy. So I am sure that they had classes, especially with these artists, on how to letter and how to keep it, not uniform, but keep it polished, keep it disciplined, consistent. So I'm very sure they had classes on these things. But now today, with font files and you got comic book style apps like Comic Clip Studio. You don't really gotta like handwrite lettering. You just type it up and you can change the fonts, and there's plenty of fonts to choose from. But yeah, I think writing letter by hand might be a lost, not a lost art form, but it's definitely not as practiced as it used to be because everything is done digitally. Back then, man, they had to put pen to paper, and they did a good job with it. It has like nice character to it. So yeah, Lord Vinzinger in the chat says, "Sub amigos." I'm sorry I'm late. The art style looks nice. Yeah, it's a fun art style. It's absolutely fun. This is like the staple of Sunday newspaper strips. Between this BC and each strip had their own type of style that simplistic, but it was so representative and iconic of that specific strip. And you'll see that visual similarities between Wizard of Id and BC. Well, because BC was also Johnny Hart. So anyway, KSS is asking, Alana, when can we get our hands on your news-printed Drakes? And will you crowdfund or sell them from a store? And whether Filippio is Carillo, she's America's sweetheart. I'm not reading the rest of that, Kissy. You don't do that here. You stick to the subject. Anyway, you did ask a good question. As far as like newsprinted Drakes, well, um, I don't have any plans at the moment of printing Drake books in newsprint. That is something I will explore down the road. Maybe do a newsprint edition of Beast Citizen Road Warrior Drake. That may be a thing because since I now know that I can print with a comic, I may do something like that. Maybe do that and do a quick crowdfund of that. That might be, maybe not a bad idea. I mean, this year, I don't know if you guys know, but this year is the 5th anniversary of the printing of Street Champion Road Warrior Drake. That's why I'm doing the anniversary edition, which I haven't gotten the proofs for that yet, but it's coming. And once it's ready, I will have the link ready for Amazon. You guys can order it direct to order from there, and you get your books shipped out to you. No wait time on that one. But I would like to look into maybe doing a B Citizen Road Warrior Drake newsprint edition. Maybe have Zay Comics print that. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot that I can do. I mean, I have 6 months left in the year, so I want to take advantage of the 5th anniversary edition of the publishing of the first Road Warrior Drake book. Maybe that's not a bad idea with newsprint. So, see, Kissivist, when you work with me, Kissy, when you work with me, we can make great ideas together. We can make good things together. Unlike Buntycore, who's spamming the chat with Carol's name like it's Beetlejuice. You guys are absolute patheticness. Every single one of you. You should be singing my praises. I bring you home here. I was not kicked out of art school for stealing staples. We didn't have staples there. So X to you, Kissy. X to you.
Okay, so everyone who thinks that he stole staples, please hit that like button, please.
Oh gosh, no, please don't. You know what? You're hot.
I think everyone needs to prove that they think that you stole the staples by hitting that like button.
My chat believes me. They believe me. They adore and believe me. And that Bunty course adding to the apocrypha by saying that I stole post-it notes. Why you guys really think I'm a poor, don't you? The racism here is off the charts. 100% off the charts. Stop spamming her name, cat. Stop it. We are a community of comic fans. You stop it. We're talking about Brent Parker and Wizard of Id, not y'all's falling for her. Don't you dare do that. We're not going to allow it to happen. Or something. I don't know. Carl D in the chat. What's going on, Carl D? He says, I thought I clicked the link for the burnt peanut, not the salty peanut. WT. You know what, Carl D? I greeted you nicely, and I welcomed you with beautiful open arms. So you didn't have to come at me that way at all. Not at all. That was uncalled for. That was completely uncalled for. And that's a problem. That's an epidemic in this space. It's a big time epidemic right now. We're dealing with a crisis here because I'm friendly to people. I put out my hand to you. I shake your hand. I greet you. But the first thing that comes out of your mouth is absolute body shaming, racism, slander, more racism. It's a never ending cycle of hatred and vitriol. And that's a problem. A big problem, and we gotta fix this right now. Because if not, then every time I do an indie comic out live stream, when I talk about someone like, for example, Brent Parker, you guys gonna hijack it with violence. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Be like my good friend Master Panda, who says, "Alas, Matt, is this newsprint just a temporary fix for your current printing cost problem, or do you like it enough to print the rest of your Pumpkin Warpath series on newsprint from here on out?" So that will be the plan, Master Panda. Yes, I think. But let me just show you. Like, I have the Magic Comic, Magic Cop by Z Comics, and judging by this, like, this is nice. Like I am gonna definitely have to do the Pumpkin War Patch individual series like this. Now, when it comes time to do the actual omnibus, which will not be for another year, I don't know if I'll stick to the newsprint on that, or because I do want to do a hardcover for the omnibus of Pumpkin War Patch. So I think I'll just do a hardcover for that one, for that edition, and then but that's like for another year. I just dropped my bag and board. That won't be for another year. Hold on, let me get it. Let me get it. I got it. I got it. Okay, Fudge. Damn it, Filipio. Fudge. Damn it. Okay, here we go. So that'll be for another year, and then I'll cross that bridge when I get there. But till then, yes, each individual issue of Pumpkin War Patch will be newsprint because it costs cheap and it looks really good. And I think we can agree we love newsprint here. That we can agree. Excuse me, that was uncalled for. Uncalled for. That was not. But last I tried to agape manicore, it was disturbing as kids. No, my agape's not my agape's are love. And they're potent with kindness. Kids, you can learn a thing or two from me. I'm a warrior for peace. Learn it right now. It's gonna help you in this space. It's gonna help you get ahead. So learn it right now, real hard, kids. Real hard. Wait, see, now you got Buntycore being all abrasive now. He's like, you show the leader of the D crew proper respect for our. No, don't call me Farvage because your buddy Kizzy calls me that. Buntycore. Just hold on called for. Like, people think that I'm not gonna just push back. Are you really that? Well, you are. So never mind. Anyway, let's continue on. So here's another strip from Wizard of Id. Let's take a look at this one. He says, "Sire, this is Stablehand Smith." Oh, let me bring the. Here we go. Sire, this is Stablehand Smith. He just got his degree after years of studying at night school. That shows real ambition, Smith. I'm putting you in charge of our smartest horse. So there's your punchline right there. And I love the facial expressions on them. Like, you could tell that there was genuine stabbing of the souls with this one. It brings the punchline home. Nice simplistic art that really tells the story pretty good. I like it. Okay, it says my agape is love. Okay, the word agape means love. Hashtag no means no. You don't get to choose. You don't choose. I'm telling people when they get agape. It's not their choice. It's not their choice. Wait, KSS. Look at that nose. Is that Nick Ricada? Wait, where? Oh wait, is that Nick Ricada? Well, I don't see any red on his nose, so no, that I don't think that's Ricada. There has to be some red. Is it? No, see, when I see red, then I know that is Nick Ricada. You know, so at least I think that's the trait for Ricada is the red nose. Or something. So yeah. No, I'm not gonna stop that agape kisser. It continues on. I give it out. Until you people stop hating, I continue with the agape. Because you bastards, I have to drink water every 2 minutes because I had to continue to yell over myself to get the message across to you people because we can't have conversations in this space. We're just not allowed to do that. We can't do that here. So, moving on. More Brent Parker. Here we go. Okay. The joys of OBS. You gotta move everything is in your control. So, first panel is I see the opposition defeated another one of your bills, sire. I knew what can I do? What you need is a house whip. And then there we go. How would you like to work for the government? I see what they did there. I see what they did there. A house whip, get it? And he goes to a gimp or something. That looks like a gimp. It's probably a gimp, but they can't say that because it's a strip, comic strip. He was talking about my nose. No, Buntycore. I'm not even a camera, Buntycore. So And it's funny, you say the chat does not consent. You know what agape means, right? Agape is love that you didn't ask for. It's love you didn't earn. It's given to you. So that's the point of it. You don't get to consent to it. You're giving agape. The king is told and allowed. Yo, fuck you, Kissy. Fuck you. You think that that's gonna make me angry if not give you agape? No, it's not gonna squash the energy of agape. That doesn't get squashed into space. It doesn't. I don't know why people think it can. It does not. The, hold on. Okay. I gotta do this. No, I gotta do this. Hold on. Let me put my glasses on for this because it makes me look smarter when I do this. But no, the spirit of agape is it's not warranted. It's not a reward. It's not an award. It's not currency. It's something I give whether you like it or not because it brings peace. It brings communitas harmoniousness to the space. You can't stop it. So when Bunty Core in the chat, I think it was Bunty Core. Yeah, it was Bunty Core. He tried to agape me. That doesn't work that way. See, I give the agapes, not Bunty Core, not Kissy, not Timothy, nobody else. I give the agapes, and you can do whatever you wish. You can do what you wish with it, but it's given to you, and you have to receive it, and that's it. That's it. That's the crux of our relationship. You get the agape and you receive it. What you do with it after that is entirely up to you, but you can't give it back to me because you just can't. It's the term of service. That's what it is. So yeah. Um, Chad says, I know that agape is love that's forced on you, and you support it. Wait, is that because you're Puerto Rican? No, that's kind of low. That's real low, Kissy. You can call me. Okay, first of all, it's Thursday. Okay, it's Thursday. This is the day of the week you call me a Mexican, not a Puerto Rican. Mexican. Get your racism correct. If you're gonna be racist, do it correctly. Go within the guidelines. Puerto Rican Monday and Tuesdays. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm Mexican. Saturday and Sunday to free for all. But get your racism correct. Any help with that? I have a guidebook to give to you so you can understand how to apply actual correct racism. That's not the way to do it, Kissy. But I forgive you. Unhinged Entertainment. My good friend Jason Bass called me in the chat, who I met at Heroes Con. We had a nice conversation. He did pretty good for himself. So at Heroes Con, he had he had his clients coming in, people buying stuff from him. So he was doing pretty good. And we had a great conversation. So I got to go back on his show, at least hang out in the chat with him more often. But he says, leave your glasses on your shirt collar. You'll never have to look for them. I like the Wizard of Id. You know, it's funny you say that, Jason, because I had an event today for work, a networking event, and I remembered I got out of the car, and then I remembered going back to the car and put my glasses on the collar, and I'm like, yeah, this is a game changer. I don't got to worry about, do I have to wear it or do I have to, go back again? No, I put it on my collar, and then when I was inside, when I needed it, I had, oh wait, it's right here. So I just put it on and it worked out well. So that was pretty cool. So yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna read your comment, Kizzy, because you're a bastard. Getting back to Wizard of Id and more Brent Parker. Let's do the next strip. Okay, here we go. Let me go here. Okay, so first panel. This man was caught stealing a loaf of bread, sire. You know the law. Off with his hand. The thief goes, but sire, I don't steal it. I just took a bite off of it. And then the last panel. I'll take an ear of corn and give Gummy here a bowl of squash. So there's your punchline. Hold on, I gotta. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Oh, I see. Never mind. Okay. So there you go. So there's the punchline for that one. I just that one just I lost. I got lost in that one for a second. But let me just compliment the art style, for example, because sometimes you don't have to have a whole background in the panel. You could just put enough information in the foreground, and that will tell you all you need to know visually about the setting of a particular part of a comic. And guys like Brent Parker do it superbly well. With my backgrounds, what I normally do is if I don't draw anything super detailed in the background, I just do like some gradients in the background that really helps enhance the objects in the foreground. Here he just did a simplistic bush in the back. Again, it's all the information you need to know that it's taking place outside. So I'm very much like this type of style. I like the techniques used here. People don't give some of these strips much credit because it's not Image Comics. It doesn't have to be. It needs to be its own thing. It does it really well, extremely well. Here's another strip from the Wizard of Id. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, here we go. So I need your help, Wiz. The king is not well. So the wizard goes, "Oh, great spirit no bat, tell us what will drastically improve the king's health." And the bat goes, "Sputter, sputter, 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 sputter." The bat is sputtering, and then we go to the final panel. A $50 office fee. Well, that can make anybody. That can make anybody spaz out. Yeah. Bunty Core says, "You like it because it makes your drawings look like fine art." My drawings are fine art, Bunty Core. My drawings are spectacular. I draw pretty good. You're just mad because you can't draw. But I can draw really good. I'm a great artist, Bunty Core. I'm real good. I get paid for my work this week. My Pokemon drawing sold. I get paid. I'm a great artist. One of this generation's finest artists, Bunty Core. Sorry if it upsets you, but I'm real. I'm very real. People like my stuff. I get clout every day. I'm sorry. What I'm. Hold on. I mean, Master Panda says, agreed. The Sunny Funny style artists simplified and minimized visuals intentionally, knowing their work would be displayed on limited space. Looks neat, clean, and easily readable. That is a key, Master Panda. For a lot of your comics, they gotta be readable. And I said this before, they gotta be readable. That's why I say, like, you have letterers say that get cute with the style of fonts. And I'm all for being creative with your fonts, 100%, but they gotta be readable. And I've always said, like, I prefer the lettering that kind of integrates itself with the art. I'm a big fan of that. I absolutely like that. But that's just me. But I'm allowed to, so yeah. Here's our thumbnail for today. Here's okay, so Wizard of Id was collected into a series of books. This is one of the books called The Peasants Are Revolting. That's a great title. The Peasants Are Revolting. Look at that. They're revolting. Peasants. And it's great to put that in here because who doesn't love a good peasant revolt? After all, we in this space are peasants. Oh, Polis Arts in the chat. He says, "I'm only now learning how to cartoon in simple forms." Polis had that amazing viral cartoon that he put out there on the day after Charlie Kirk's murder. That drawing he did blew up. So shout out to Polis Arts. But yeah, learning how to do like simplistic cartooning really helps you refine your style because it makes you more fluid. So you can go from super detailed to simplistic. It just gives you more range, and you can do so much with that range in visual storytelling. So yeah, I definitely think that comic art courses should definitely dedicate time to the Sunday comics and learn how to be simplistic with their style so that they can design their art better. Because to me, like people focus so much on line art, but what good is line art if your design is shitty? And I can give some examples, but like, I don't want to hurt any feelings right now. Not yet, not yet. But just because you can draw super detail doesn't mean it's good to look at. And there's been many examples of that, of art that is so super detailed that it's so busy that the eyes just automatically turn away from it. And then what did you really accomplish? Well, you didn't really accomplish anything except to get people to question what the hell they were looking at. Nice try, though. Nice try. Buntycore says you shouldn't refer to your chat as peasant the last man. It's not very nice. Oh, but call me Peanut is nice, right, Buntycore? That's nice, right? Maybe my art is nice, right, Buntycore? That's nice, right? What you've said about me in the last couple years, that's nice, right, Buntycore? But no, God forbid, I make a comment about the peasants, who we all are, and I am the head of the peasants. But that's not nice. Everything else that you say about me, oh, that's acceptable. Totally acceptable, Buntycore. Oh, we have Angela Curry in the chat. She goes, evening last night in the chat. I've been going over the clips for the Dungeoneers documentary reply video to the Spurgs and CG. And yeah, I've been taking clips out of the whole Sean Davis thing. That's gonna really piss the fuck out of them all. Um, I mentioned that because Angela Curry was at the center of that particular controversy, but it's still fun. So she says she's catching up. So that means that Angela Curry is catching up, which means that she probably didn't hear what I said just now in real life, real time. So there you go. Anyway. Michael Bancroft says, gay pink t-shirt wearing peanut-headed duck man is a term of endearment. Well, first of all, I said the D word without getting paid for it, so that's on me. So I just violated my own term of service. That's number one. And number two, I'm wearing black. Don't you people see? It's black. Look, it's a black shirt. It's African American. Okay, there's no black here. There's no pink here. It's African American. See, look, it's African American. See my good friend Bats in the chat. You know, it's a bat sauce. Good seeing you here. Um, People are chiming in, offering lots of positivity to this conversation. But yeah, this is one of the books that compiled, and I think this is from 1970 or 71. What's the copyright of this? I don't know exactly. It doesn't say here, but I think it was 70. But yeah, it's Wizard of Id number 3. If that helps with context in terms of dating. Anyway, here's another Wizard of Id comic. Let's go to the videotape, as Warner Wolf would say. Let me go to here. Okay. First panel is Zap. That's the sound effect that he uses quite often. This is from 1968, I think. Anyway, get me the Royal Carpenter. Oh, he tripped. Oh, don't you dare do that. Okay. So obviously, click close to the edge. Get me the Carpenter, he says. Now, the sire, that's a carpenter. The Royal Carpenter reporting, sire. And the Royal Sire says, fix this stupid thing to suit my height. I don't want to anyway. The Royal Sire, here's the hammering. Here's the hammer, saw. So here the hammering and the sawing going at top speed. How's that, sire? And there's somebody being persecuted, chained up and everything. So it looks like he's able to walk the plank without tripping on it. So that's good. So there you go. Yeah, yeah, flip and go. Enjoy that brutality and satire. Imagine what we would say to you if we didn't like you. I don't want you to like me, Buntycore. Don't like me. I don't want you to. That would be very sick. That would make me somehow what's the word? That would make me I don't know. I don't know what the word is. I don't want to think of the word. Mimo Woodrow says Hockey and I did a strip an homage to Spy versus Spy. Did you put that out there? I think I remember seeing something like that. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but I heard that Spy versus Spy homage before, so I'm wondering if it was you that I heard it from Matt Magazine. Spy versus Spy. In Buntycore says the guy who agape everybody in the community. I don't agape everyone, Buntycore. I only agape select few that need it. But by needing it, that doesn't mean you want it. It just means that you need it because you're just bad and you need to be fixed. and I have to decree that you get fixed. So that's why you have to understand that, because if you get the distinction, then you'll get it. Once you get agape, you'll understand that it works that way. Okay, so Meme Lord's gonna drop it in my Discord channel. Yeah, Meme Lord did a Discord channel, did a channel on his Discord dedicated to me because he understands. I gotta put my camera for this one. Actually, let me put my camera on my glasses because I had to look sophisticated because I'm a sophisticated guy. But he dedicated a channel in his Discord to me because, as a comic book creator, I'm respected and I have influence and I'm very important. So he understood that. So he created a channel in my name, and now that his Discord has prestige and influence, and he's gonna take from that prestige and influence and grow himself. And his Discord's gonna be powerful because of the eminence that comes from dedicating one channel to me, and now he's gonna feed off of that, and he's gonna go into new heights that he never knew existed before. But there was a brief moment where some of the people in the Discord went in there and they were polluting it with racism and hatred. And I had to tell them, stop violating Woodrow's terms of service. Stop it. I had to save Woodrow's Discord. I came to his rescue, and I saved the Discord. So I'm a hero. So people need to really be nice to me and respect me because I help my friends. I bring not salvation. I bring there's a good word for it, but I can't think of it right now. But I look out for my friends, and I look out for those who understand uh influence, and what's the other word? Uh, prestige. Prestige. They get it. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. Sovereign Medical. Okay, I'm not reading bad. Buntycore continues with his nonsense. Press one in the chat if you feel personally agape by a lot. That doesn't work. Okay, Buntycore, it doesn't work that way. You don't get to feel it until I tell you you receive it. So if you feel something, it ain't agape unless I say you get agape. That's how this works. You don't get to say, "Oh, I feel the agape." I didn't give it out yet. You can't get what's not given out yet. Learn the difference. It'll help you. That's right, Meanwhile Woodrow. It's the most respected channel in his Discord. Again, I bring prestige. I'm important. Here's another panel here. The guy is knocking, knocking on heaven's door, like that song goes. Anyway, so and then the second panel, he's like, Sonny, go find your mother and tell her a vacuum cleaner salesman wants to see her. And then he puts it in the guy's mouth and says, turn it on. Turn it on. That's brutal. Oh, no, she put it in. Okay. So the mother puts it in. So there you go. That's brutal. Absolute brutality. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm afraid. Very afraid. It's a referendum on something. I don't know. But knowing you people in the space, you'll probably make it to be something else. And it's why you guys need to be re-educated. Re-educate yourselves and appreciate the simplistic humor of the old Sunday strips. Hey, just to give you a little bit of the way that Brent Parker's art tells the story visually. Nice situational comedy in the form of comic art, and I'm here for that. I'm 100% here for that. So it helps inspire me when I tell my stories visually. And I remember a time when I would sit there in the corner of my room, and I would have visions of things that I could do and what I would say and how I presented it and the influence that would give people and the inspiration that will show a community of people that can go out there and do great things and achieve great heights. And I just thought that was just an amazing thing to look forward to. And I really thought that it could go somewhere. And it still is. It's going to great heights. And I just feel the stars just aligning themselves and emanating the sparkle of the lights. And here we are, just totally I don't know how to express it in words that can really reflect the joy and the excitement that I feel of the things that I can do and how I can influence people. And it's just amazing. It's a great thing. I have nothing more to say about that. Carl D says mistakes were made when I clicked on the link there. It took me to a Agape channel. Poor man took or there's no Agape channel. What are you talking about? I just gave a beautiful uh, uh, dissertation right now. And you totally just subverted it with whatever that was, Carl D. Whatever that was, I don't know. You're just putting stuff in the chat just to get engagement. You don't put stuff in my chat to get engagement. The only engagement that's given here is to you by me. No, to you. No, from you. From you to me. Okay? There. Now I said it correctly. Okay, good. I said it correctly now. Message given. Y'all received it. So, boom. There we go. Okay? So, yeah. What are y'all's favorite strips in growing up? I've been doing some of the more familiar ones. I'm gonna get to do Bill Waters. Don't worry. Bill, let me see. Let me get the book here. Where's the book? Here it is. Here it is. Bill Watterson's Calvin and Hobbes. Actually, should I open it right? Let me open it right now because I'm gonna read it. So I should open it. So I'm gonna do an unwrapping. Should we call this unwrapping? Yeah, we'll call it an unwrapping. Sure. Okay. Here's an unwrapping of Bill Watterson's Calvin and Hobbes. Y'all didn't see that. Hold on. Be very careful. Okay. There. Just a small cut. So I need a small cut. Okay. Take that came off. Before I take this off, I should show you guys the back because this is probably going to be disappear into time. Actually, no. Who cares? Who cares? Wait first. Wait first. Okay. Okay. This is the books 1 and 2 of the Calvin and Hobbes Compendium. So let me go ahead and just see what it looks like. Bought this at HeroCons, courtesy of the Comics Appreciation Project. When I bought this, there was a, a group out there that got a second copy. Oh, look, it's done in the horizontal style. This is called the landscape style. Those don't read books. As a panda says, nice addition to your comic collection, Lasmat. Calvin and Hobbes is probably on most people's top 5 Sunday comics. Yeah, I am going to do a Bill Watterson uh, stream. But I want to read these first. I want to actually sit down and read some of these because I haven't read Calvin and Hobbes in decades, so I want to get back and familiar with them. KSS says, wait, what bullshit did he write? He goes, YouTube has added a message and a phone number to an Agape Crisis Center to this stream. You don't have to be ashamed. Agape Survivors United. You're a jerk, Kissy. You're a jerk. Agape's a good thing. Carol's still not here. I find a lot of lack of concern to be disconcerting. I don't care if you find it disconcerting. We're having a good time. We're united. We're united, Kissy. We're united. That's important. That's the important thing is that we're united. I like that it's presented in this. This is a beautiful presentation. I like this a lot. I really do. I should start giving out some books to the community or selling them or donating them. But yeah, I'm not one of these guys that wants to keep a whole collection. Trust me, I don't want to get too locked into materialism. I just want to keep what I want and not keep a lot of it. But this is definitely a beautiful thing to have in your collection. So I will be reading this during the week. And if I can read it in time, I will do a Bill Watterson stream next week on Indie Comic Outliers. So then we will see. Yes, Math Panda. It's a nice addition to my comic collection. Calvin and Hobbes is probably the most. It's probably on most people's top 5 Sunday comics. I think I read that. But bears reading again because it's a great comment by my top lieutenant, Massive Panda. So shout out to him. Me and Lord Woodrow says Spy vs. Spy was my favorite for sure. And yeah, I think I sent this to you last time I saw you in strips. Yes, I remember that. Yes. The lad that finally get his revenge on what, color form. No. See, I don't have control over karma. I don't have control over divine um decrees. So you people better be nice to me. Oh no, and I haven't given up on the Son of Skullkill Road Warrior Drake strips. I'm still doing them. I haven't done them consistently, but on the anniversary edition of Street Champion Road Warrior Drake, some of the strips are actually going to be printed in the book. So, in the Street Champion Road Warrior Drake book, there's going to be like 30 plus pages of extra material, including some of the first draft artwork for the book, some later artwork that I did of Drake that some of y'all liked. That's going to be in the book. Um, and I put a couple of these full kill strips in there as well. So there's a lot of material in there. And then when I do the Pumpkin War Patch Omnibus, I will also put material in that as well. There's actually one that I did not include in the Street Champion Road Warrior Drake anniversary edition was I didn't include the manga, the images from the manga, which I said to myself, okay, I can go back to the editor and maybe include that, but then it would delay the printing of the book. So I said, you know, I'll include that in the Pumpkin War Patch Omnibus because I think at the end of the day, the manga Pumpkin War Patch is herself is one that goes to drastic visual differences with the regular US version and the manga version. So I was like, okay, I'll just put it in the Pumpkin War Patch Omnibus show. KS says, Woodrow, nice work. Last it looks even more gay than usual in that awesome art you made of him. What are you talking about, Kizzy? What are you talking about? I'm called for. Oh, Great Goldworm in the chat. How you doing, Great Goldworm? Good seeing you there. My good friend Great Goldworm, who always presents the good things, the wonderful things, the positivity that brings us together and grows us like plants. We're like flowers in the soil. It grows us like daisies or carnations or whatever your favorite flowers are. What's your favorite flower, Buntycore? What is your favorite flower? Let me hear Buntycore's favorite flower. Let me ask KSS. What is your favorite flower, KSS? I know you've talked about this before, but you mentioned you had a favorite flower. So what's your favorite flower? Type it in the chat. Let me see it. Let me see what you guys can present. And maybe in my head, I can make a garden. A beautiful garden of flowers, uh, which is actually a euphemism for gay comic nerds, and paint it. And maybe include that as a scene in one of my future comics. Maybe in the Pumpkin War Patch comics. Because, like, hey, flowers abound. And it's very feminine. So, me and Lord Woodrow says, I can't put it on screen or I show you. He's talking to Buntycore. Yes. So I don't know what case you're resting, Buntycore. I'm just talking. I'm sharing with you people, but it's okay. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do, and it's not gonna work. You don't get to dictate when agape is given out. Only I dictate that. Nice try though. Nice try. So absolutely. I'm just curious. Like, how much is one of those books from Amazon? Let's see here, because that's where I found the cover of one of their Wizard of Id books, the Peasant Revolt. Let's take a look at some of the titles for it. So they have one called "Remember the Golden Rule." There's one called "There's a Fly in My Swill." The spell is cast. Let me see. Let's look at the one that calls "Remember the Golden Rule." Let's look at the cover for that one. It's like a plop. I'll just have to right click it. There we go. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't take me to. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Okay, here we go. Um, oh, I like this one. Let me go ahead and. This is from which Facebook page is it? This is from the Wizard of It official Facebook page. Okay. Let me just click on that. Should I show it? Yeah, I'll show it, but I'm gonna have to show it in a different window. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead and show it. I can do that. I'm allowed to do that. So here we go. Perfect. Here we go. Okay. Okay, there it is. I guess I could bring it up a little more. Okay. Okay. Remember the golden rule. What's that? Whoever has the gold makes the rules. Damn. I mean, there's no lie there. There's no lie there on that one. Geez, that one's sharp. That one's sharp. Totally sharp. Yeah, where's the line in that one? There's no line in that one. That totally makes sense. Anyway, KSS it says his favorite flower is marijuana. I looked it up. Yes, it's a flower. My second favorite flower, is nightshade. I wish I had something to eat whenever the show comes on. You know, fuck your kissy. I try to have a nice conversation with you. Okay? Try to have one with you. But you gotta come violent every time. You know what? Hold on. I'm losing my blood pressure talking to KSS. I should have to do that. No, I should have to do that. So I'm gonna put my glasses on because it helps relax me, helps me to articulate in a very strong Connery style of articulation. And that way I don't gotta give into my emotions. I don't gotta give into whatever you people are trying to do. You can't trigger me when I'm feeling smart. Nice try though, but you can't do that. You think you can, but it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Well, Cardi says doesn't help being here. Well, again, you don't gotta be. You don't see. You think that I'm inviting violence? No, I'm not inviting violence. Far from it. I'm not inviting it. I simply ask that you join this community, be a part of the family, and we, like family, help each other. You guys want to be the angry uncle. So you all taking turns trying to be the angry drunk uncle on Thanksgiving. That's the problem. I have a lot of drunk uncles in the chat. And y'all think this is Thanksgiving Day. It's not. And you ain't. Meme Witcher says Belladonna is my favorite for my favorite form of nightshade, I guess. I think it's a nightshade. Might be something else. Yeah, that's a problem. What is? Wait, what did he say? He says when he wears his glasses, it reminds him of crying to Lady Shadowban's lap after the show. Um, Sir, I will take any opportunity to enter Lady Shadowban's lap. So let's see you, Bunty Core. Let's see you. You think it's gonna hurt me? It ain't gonna hurt me. Oh wait, I have my glasses on. Wait, I'm supposed to be. Hold on. I'm supposed to be intellectual. Okay, here we go. Uh, wait, Kirby's in the chat. I didn't see Kirby. Oh, there he is. There's Kirby. Hello, Kirby. Good seeing you in the chat. Did I miss your chat earlier? Oh, he asked, has the show become gay yet? See, Kirby, don't let them influence you. Don't let them do that. You're a good man. You have morals. Don't let the chat influence you. Be the leader. Show them how it's done. I'm counting on you. You can do it. I know you can. Absolutely. See, I know that when Bunty Core is throwing in the laughing emojis, that's how I know the chat's off the rails, and I gotta redirect it back to focus. Like me, like right now, I'm focused. I'm redirected. And the chat has to reflect me because it's important when we deliver those messages. It's very important. So, um, what time is it? It's 9:30. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm still in denial. 9:34. Okay, we started at 9:15. That puts us at an hour and 20. Yeah, I will probably go till 10, and then we'll call it a stream. Um, Actually, I had a clip, and because I was taking out clips from some of the EFAPs that Lord Raptor was doing of Evan and the rest of CG when they were crying about my documentary. And I was looking at some clips, and I always go back to my artwork, and they say like, "Oh, his art is shit," and that's why he comes. So I'm like, first of all, um, I no longer take seriously when people say that my artwork sucks because they're not coming from a place of authenticity. Um, you know, and if that's the only argument they have, then I can sleep well at night. So, but yeah, I see a lot of that. But then when you go out into the real world, it's a different story. I noticed that. So, like, yeah, it's definitely just a matter of having the tribe. People like Brent Parker have their tribes, and Johnny Ryan, the artist for "Fuck My Son," unfortunately, title "Fuck My Son," he has his own tribe of people that like his stuff. So I don't think it's an argument anymore at all. Actually, I should say at all. I like my Pokemon drawing. I did good on Pokemon. Yes. Chris Stanley's in the chat. He says, just when you thought Duckman couldn't look more like a nerd, here he is. I'm very sophisticated looking. If that's your way of saying that I'm sophisticated looking, I'll accept it. I'll accept it. I will allow it. Kaya says a lot. It makes me very angry, or rather upset, when they make fun of your artwork. That's my job. I don't know why you think, Kizzy, that stands. It doesn't stand. Not here. Not at all. Not at all. But yeah, I've been hard at work on the documentaries and gathering my clips. And I often tell people my documentaries are artwork. That's art unto itself. So I have to, uh, craft it, plan it, trim it like it was a pie. Uh, and I was able to locate, and I've been contemplating on whether or not I should upload it on my channel. Probably not because, although Mikey No More would not do a copyright strike, he's actually said people can upload his stuff. But I found his EFAP of the documentary of him. His EFAP of the Comicsgate versus Rippaverse documentary that was put out there, that the Pro CG documentary, the Comicsgate approved documentary. And I was thinking about, because it was on BitChute, but I had lamented about it being off YouTube because the channel got deleted. It got yeeted. But I found it on BitChute, so it was somebody in the comment section alerted me to it. So I was wondering if I should upload that onto my channel, not monetized, by the way, so that I don't make money off someone else's work. Contemplating it, but probably not. Probably, well, figure out a way at some point. But it had some good information on it, so that's why I really wanted it, because I feel like he did the work that needed to be done with that. So there was no need for me to even be addressing it. Like, his words should stand. I think it you know. Although I think maybe I should let Alyssa Clips have that one. I gotta find out if she's cool with that. Anyway, Kaya says Elasmat is this close. It looks like a priest. Yo, you know what? You're not wrong. Actually,
Kind of sexy.
hold on. You just gave me an idea. Wait, let me try something. Hold on.
How about you for Halloween? You can go with the priest, and I'll just like no.
We may not leave the house if that's the case. That we just might
Yeah.
we may not leave the bedroom actually. Anyway, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Let's try this. Okay. Okay. There. Hold on. Okay. See, now I look like a priest. Look. See? There. Now I look like a priest. That could rock that look.
You need to reverse that, Manticore. I'm the bad influence, okay? Can you even hear me?
Yeah, because they can see the I can see the audio meter rising up. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's the good one in this relationship.
this is true. I am the one. She's the one that's corrupted me. So no complaints. I'm just saying. Uh, Chris answered, I'm like a Hispanic Gabriel from The Walking Dead. Well, let me see. Maybe I should go as that on Halloween. I should go as Hispanic Gabriel and just be like, you know, I should get like a bag of the chocolate wafers and just offer that and say, bless you, my son, bless you, my daughter, whatever the thing is, whatever the priest do. I gotta do that. I just gotta make sure that. Okay, there we go. So see, look, that now I look like a priest. You guys need to now when I give out the agapes, you really need to accept it. You got the priestly thing to do the agapes. So stop laughing, Bunty Core. Stop laughing. I'm being serious right now. KSS says, now you look. Fuck you. You look like a retarded priest who hasn't figured out how to put his collar on. Fuck you. Fuck you. Wait, this thing's slipping in. Hold on. There. Okay. See, look. So now I can talk with.
Oh my gosh. Babe, are you even familiar with Gabriel from the Walking Dead show?
I've only seen half of the first season.
Oh, okay, so he has no idea what Gabriel even looks like. the actor who plays it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now I look like a priest again.
What's Chris? Now I can't get it out of my head now since Chris said that.
Oh.
It is quite uncanny the resemblance.
Hmm. Anyway, Kirby says, Eliza, when were you in those glasses during the Maui fires? You know what, Kirby? I feel like I had a calling that I missed out on. Yeah. Ken says, it's Father Alberto. Please don't agape me. So it doesn't work that way. You can't just not ask for it and expect me to just give it out as a reverse psychology. I am reversing psychology. Okay, I'm reversing your reverse psychology, KSS. I'm reversing it. I have the glasses and the collar now, so I'm smarter. Done. Or something. Tech Zombie says, I'm striking this channel right now. See that you do that, it's blasphemy because you can't do that. You just can't do that. So you're on alert right now. That's it. We got Black Justice trademark says, "Gee, I like your stream. I like your African American shirt. You should because it's culture. I'm cultured, so that's awesome. See, he gets it. This Black Justice guy absolutely gets it. 100%. He's with us. You guys can learn a thing or two from him. So, um, 9:42. I have take away these 6 minutes of the intro. I have maybe 12 minutes of stream time left. I can go longer, but I only give myself a certain time because why not? Why? There's an old saying: leave them wanting more. I want you to want more of what I present and what I do because it's good that way. It's awesome that way. Wouldn't have it any other way. So why would I not? Hmm? Why? Why give so much of myself? Any comic out live streams are pretty entertaining, pretty informative. That's what it's informative. And I like that it presents a light and a forgotten part of comics lore that a lot of people in the space don't want you to know about. But that's what I do. It's the thing I do, how I be, because what it be, what it do. And if you guys know what it be, what it do is important. It's important to remember that. So, see if I wear this, like this, then the pink slander stops. It absolutely stops. So the job is being done. So, and I feel at peace right now because I see that you guys are writing some really evil shit in the chat. I don't got to read it. I feel at peace. Okay, it says Elasma is clean shaved bald. That isn't stubble. He stipples the bald head every morning. I can receive the negativity better because I have the glasses and the collar on, so I feel more. I don't know. I feel very. I feel at peace. I feel one. Calm, even. I feel like a calm ocean exists within me, and I'm emanating the beautiful sunrise with the symmetry of the palm trees and the music of the birds that give inspiration to the morning glory. That's what I do. We got Lord Raptor Jesus in the chat. I hear he's got a video premiere happening soon. I don't know how soon, but he's got a video premiere going on soon. So y'all want to make sure that you're sub to Lord Raptor Jesus and, you know, you do the thing. Just do the thing. Because why not, right? Why not? Uh, Bunty Core saying I'm broken. I'm not broken. I'm one. I'm one, Bunty Core. Very much at peace. There's something about me you can break because I feel like I've won. I've won. Well, yes. Well, yes. See, even KSS is now feeling it. He's like, give us a Hail Mary. Well, here's a Hail Mary right now. There you go. Okay. But no, I don't do prayers. I don't do prayers like that, KSS. You gotta do what they do with the indulgences. You gotta pay me for something, and then I can do the prayers because that's what indulgences are. Anyway, okay. Raptorical says he wants me to check my DMs. Okay, so I gotta do the thing and check my DMs on Discord, which means I gotta I gotta go, and y'all gonna hear the bloop, bloop, bloop on the Discord. You know what? When I get a notification, bloop, bloop. Oh, no, actually, it's the goof, the goof. That's the Discord VM sound effect. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So cool. 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 Okay. So there we go. So there we go. Okay. Just checking. Checking something. Okay. All right. All smoking good. As I sit in peace, look at everybody in the chat, and I feel like um, who's the actor in Sound of Music? Who's that actor in Sound of Music? Who's that? That's let's see, Sound of Music. Who's the actor in Sound of Music? Who's that guy? That's Christopher Plummer. I can't forget his name. Christopher Plummer. I feel like Christopher Plummer at the end of Star Crash when he gives that speech, the peaceful speech. It's an encouraging speech. So yeah. By the way, Plunge Comics had a link. He had a campaign for the Howler. It ended today. He didn't get funded, so we're going to figure out a way to get him to rebrand so he gets funded next time. So maybe one day I got to sit with him with my collar and redirect him so that he can get funded and get his books out to his customers. Because I feel like he has to break over the hump. See, there's a bloof. You heard that bloof? You heard it, right? There's that bloof. So see, okay. So now I'm getting boops in my DM Discord. Okay, stop booping. Stop booping. Wait, what the? What? Oh, holy crap! It's inspiring. That's inspiring. I'm looking at the memes I'm being sent. That's inspiring. Hmm. I don't know what to say about that, but yeah, I feel the power. I definitely feel the power. So okay, y'all didn't hear shit. That's good. Keep that. Y'all didn't hear shit. That's exactly that's what I need y'all to go with. Go with that story. Y'all didn't hear shit. Anyway, here it says, "Forgive me, Lava, for I've sinned." I'm finally glad you recognize that. It took me having to put the collar on for you to get it, and you finally got it. And I'm thankful for that, Kismis. I'm thankful that you see the error of your ways, and you're gonna just now become a better man for it. So, on that note, I think I'm gonna call it a stream. I think the peace that's emanating and resonating within me is pouting me to strength and silence. And I want that strength and silence. I want to feel that strength. I want to feel, what do they call that? I want to feel that serenity. It's power in serenity. And what is serenity and power? What is power and serenity, you ask? It's when you see Buntycore type in the shit he's typing and it doesn't affect you. It's when he gets very vitriolic with his words and you don't spurg out over it. That's power and serenity. I have mastered it. I have achieved it. So you can try harder. It's not going to work. Even KSS acknowledges it. He says, Elasma, it's hard for thee it's hard for thee to prick. It's hard for thee to prick against a priest. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a stream. So y'all have a good night. They won't let me stop. I no no I they don't want a Q&A because all the Q&As is just gonna be vitriolic. And I keep using that word vitriolic. But it's a real word. with real meaning. It means something.
I'm sure they would love to talk to me.
Anyway, y'all have a good night. Okay, so Raptor's got the video set up for 10 p.m. There we go. Okay, so let's all head over to his channel, do a world premiere, and I will leave you all with one of my favorite intros. You know the intro. Good night. May peace and serenity envelop you all. Bye. Can't read the super chat because it's an image. It's not readable. But I shout out to Chris Stanley. Thank you for the super chat. Let me see how this works because it's an image. It's not words. So let's see. We go here, fan funding. Okay, see, look, it says wrecked, and it's a cow. Is that a cow? What the fuck is that? I can't tell if it's a cow. Is that a cow, y'all? I can't tell. I think it's a cow. It just says wrecked cow. I don't get it. Chris says it's okay. I get it. Okay, well that's important. It's important that you get it. So I shout out to Chris Stanley for as long as he knows. That's right. He sent me the super chat. So what it's about what he knows, not about what I can whether I botch the meaning of it. So it means something, and I
Get wrecked?
what?
Is he trying to say get wrecked?
I hope not. That would be mean. I,
Elasmat appreciates that donated money.
anyway, I botched it, so I'm a failure. Anyway, have a good night, y'all. I failed it. I'm a failure.